The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, O Lord.
After Jesus had revealed himself to his disciples and eaten breakfast with them, he said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" Simon Peter answered him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Feed my lambs." He then said to Simon Peter a second time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Simon Peter answered him, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." He said to him, "Tend my sheep." He said to him the third time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter was distressed that he had said to him a third time, "Do you love me?" And he said to him, "Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you." Jesus said to him, "Feed my sheep." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
My dear brothers and sisters, what is your experience of Pope John Paul II? If you think of John Paul II, what story can you tell about him, especially his effect to your life? I am blessed to have encountered Pope John Paul II 3 times in my life. The first was when he visited the Philippines in 1981, his very first visit to our country. O sigurado po ako, marami sa inyo ang buhay na noon. Ako po ay magti 3 years old pa lamang noon. And my parents told me that when we were watching Pope John Paul II on TV, when Pope John Paul II is flashed on the television, as a 2-year-old boy, I would approach the TV and touch the screen. And at this Mass at the Quirino Grandstand, my parents brought me there. That was my first encounter with him. I saw him from afar. My second encounter was in 1995, during his second visit to the Philippines. I was already a seminarian. It was my first year as a seminarian at San Carlos Seminary. We attended the different events of Pope John Paul II's visit. And after that big Mass at the Quirino Grandstand for the conclusion of the World Youth Day, that same afternoon, he went to San Carlos Seminary to meet the Asian bishops. And so he came to our seminary, and when he entered the lobby of the seminary, we were there, lined up, seminarians and priests, and he greeted each one of us. I was able to kiss his hand, and he even asked me, "Are you a seminarian?" I just said, "Yes, yes." And then he entered our chapel and prayed. And as he was praying, I was looking at the priests and the other seminarians, and we were all crying. Tumutulo talaga yung luha namin pagkatapos naming mahawakan ang kamay ni Pope John Paul II. The feeling was like we were in heaven. My third encounter with him was when he was beatified. I was already a priest, and Cardinal Rosales and I went to Rome to attend the beatification rites. In the evening after the beatification, his coffin was exposed for veneration. And so with some priests studying in Rome, we went to St. Peter's Basilica late in the evening, thinking that the line would be very short. Kaya lang pagdating namin, mga 10 o'clock ng gabi, yung linya nasa labas pa, nasa may St. Peter's Square pa. Nasa loob, yung coffin, sa loob ng St. Peter's Basilica. And so we had to wait in line for almost 2 hours in order to reach his coffin. And when we were there before the coffin, the same experience that I had in 1995, that same feeling of being like in heaven before this holy man inside the coffin, the feeling was like I am before God. You know, my dear brothers and sisters, that is one charism, powerful charism of Pope John Paul II. He draws people. He attracts people. Kaya sa mga pagtitipon na nandun si Pope John Paul II, napakarami talagang tao. Kasi parang gustong-gusto mo siyang lapitan. Parang gustong-gusto mong makausap, mahawakan. He is very attractive. When he was alive, but even now that he's dead, he remains to be attractive. Kaya pag pumunta po kayo sa St. Peter's Basilica, doon sa lugar, sa side chapel kung nasaan siya, palaging maraming taong nagdadasal. And every time I would go to Rome, I will not miss that opportunity to go to his tomb and pray. He still attracts us even until now. Why is he so attractive? Why did he draw people when he was still Pope? Or even now, why does he continue to attract people to him? The only answer is because of his holiness. Holiness is attractive. And the holiness that Pope John Paul II teaches us is very simple. What is holiness according to Pope John Paul II? Holiness is simply about loving God. Like Peter in our gospel today, John Paul II, as the successor of Peter, also said, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you more than these." A holy person loves God. Kaya hindi mahirap magpakabanal dahil ang kabanalan ay tungkol sa pag-ibig sa Diyos. Ibigin mo ang Diyos ng una sa lahat at ng higit sa lahat, at yan ang kabanalan. That is why in our first reading today, we are told about the attraction of someone who brings the good news. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him who brings glad tidings, announcing peace, bearing good news, announcing salvation. One who loves Jesus and brings Jesus to others is attractive. You know, my dear brothers and sisters, we all want to be attractive. We all want to look good before other people. Kaya nga may mga tao na bago lumabas ng bahay, oras ang binibilang sa harap ng salamin. Lahat na ng pwedeng ipahid sa mukha, ipapahid. Kaya minsan mukha ng siopaw. Kulang na lang tuldok dito para special. Para maging attractive. Gagastos sa mukha, sa katawan, sa lahat ng damit, to look attractive. Some people attract other people by their talents. Or some people are simply attractive by their personality. Malakas ang appeal. We all want to be attractive. But you know, what makes us really attractive, not our looks, not our bodies, not our talents, and not our appeal, not our personality. If you want to be attractive, be holy. What is attractive about John Paul II? Siguro nung bata-bata, medyo makisig pa. Pero nung tumanda na, mahina na, may sakit na, nanginginig na yung katawan, tumutulo pa yung laway, nothing is attractive about him. But the more that he did not look very attractive, the more that we are attracted to him. Why? Because we see Jesus. He exudes the aura of holiness because he loves Jesus and he brings Jesus to us. My dear brothers and sisters, it is not really very expensive to look attractive to other people. Hindi kailangang gumastos. Hindi kailangang masyadong mag-effort. Hindi kailangang maging vain and very conscious about our looks. You want to attract people? Just be holy. Love Jesus, and you will be very attractive. And if you are not attractive to others, if people are not drawn to you, kapag iniiwasan ka, ayaw kang samahan, parang ayaw kang lapitan ng mga tao, maybe ask, why are they not attracted to me? Maybe because I am not holy. Maybe because I do not exude the aura of Jesus. My dear brothers and sisters, be holy like Saint John Paul II, and we will be attractive to many people. But let that attraction not be focused on us. Like Saint John Paul II, let us attract people not to us, but to Jesus. That is the meaning, the objective, and the purpose of our life.